Alright guys, we're going to be finishing the rest of the front end, hopefully. I got a whole lot of it done already. I did get my Eibach springs in here. Everything's pretty much replaced. I got the Bilstein Struts. I spray painted them and put some stickers I'm working on them to see how they look. They look pretty good. There's still a little bit of blue from the Bilstein original blue, boot, but this paint doesn't really hold up well, but it does look good. I got the new steering rack in there, semi-new. I got it from the crashed car, but it was new when I put it in there, and hopefully it's not bent. It would suck. Adjustable tie rod and nice things here. Got the brakes on there. I just need to put the wheels on. Most of the time I was just trying to put these Maximum Motorsports camber plates on there. These are some really nice adjustable camber plates. If you're into like getting your alignment right and really setting up your car for the road that you're handling, or trying to handle anyway. I got a mountain road. I figured, since the outside of the tire gets worn out on a stock spec alignment, may as well get the most out of the tires. These are just really nice to have if you want to set up your alignment. Just dial it in for whatever road you might be on. I got the other side pretty much the same way. I still got to get the brakes put together, get the rotors on, the calipers on. This side is the same way. I got the Maximum Motorsport camber plate pretty much put together. It's just hand tight right now. I'll tighten it once I have everything on the ground. But I still have to put the brake system on this side. And put the wheels on, really just put it on the ground. See how it looks, raise it back up, set the alignment near drivable, just until we can alignment shop. What's really cool is Maximum Motorsports provides an alignment that they recommend for regular street cars and maybe race cars. I'm going to have it set somewhere in the middle until I can just dial it in myself. I'm going to get some camber caster plates that you could I'll put a picture up on screen right now, but it's something so you can do it yourself in the driveway. So that's what we're doing today. We're just pretty much getting this thing back on the ground. I'm pretty excited to see how it all looks. I know how it should look because I've had this set up on the black car, and it's been pretty good. It rubs a little bit if you're, hit a bump at over 70, but that's not too bad, I guess. Handles great. I know once you have a good alignment, this thing is just transformed into something that's like way outside of what you thought it could be, which is really cool. That's why I wanted the camber plates, just so you can get your suspension that much more dialed in. Alright, so I found something I didn't like too much. So I found that these boots came off the whatever the groove is where they sit, and there's no caliper grease in the pins. So I'm gonna have to find, because this is really dry, I'm gonna have to find some caliper grease real quick and put that on here, and then throw the rest of this on. It should be at the local Ace Hardware or something like that, and that's all I got real close by. So we'll try that first. We'll come back, make sure everything's greased up. I may as well go over all the brakes, make sure that's not a problem anywhere, because that is a problem. So, well, it's just another thing, we got to think about when we go over this stuff. So at least I caught it. I don't know how long it's been that way, because it looks like it's been that way for a while. Alright, so I got some caliper grease. I did end up having to go to AutoZone about 30 minutes out of my way. It was not at the local Ace Hardware, unfortunately. I will end up filling all these boots up on the front calipers. I got one down. Just got to do the rest of them now. So I should have enough time left in the day to get everything done. It's almost springtime. Got more daylight, so we got more time to actually do things. So hopefully nothing else comes up and it stops progress. Alright, so we got pretty much everything buttoned up. We got a bunch of grease in these little boots. I did both sides, driver and passenger side. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I just got a few things to button up with the ABS, or the wheel speed sensor, whatever that one is. Put that back in, get my my spacers and wheels put back on, and we're ready to put this on the ground and check out the alignment, see how it is, and then we could actually tighten down all the suspension stuff to spec now that we have the weight of the car on it. So feeling pretty good about it. Everything looks nice. I think it's a pretty good setup. I think it's a little too much red, but a lot of the things I got is red now, so I guess I'm gonna deal with that. So cool, we're pretty much there. So let's just get to it, because I'm ready to drive this thing, dude. I'm ready to get this thing aligned on the road, just off the jack stands. That'd be great. Alright, so we got the car on the ground. That's actually how it's gonna sit. It looks a lot lower than I thought I was going to. I thought that car was going to sit lower as it was, seeing as how that only has donuts on the front. This one actually is a little lower, or maybe even the same. It looks almost the same, basically. Kind of doesn't look it because that one's missing the bumper, but the headlights are at the same height. It's looking pretty good. Looks a lot better lowered. I still have to flush the transmission fluid. It takes transmission fluid, but it's power steering fluid. I still got to flush that out. Still got to bleed the system. I still have to add coolant. I just added this Canton coolant overflow tank. It's where all the coolant goes, obviously. It's nice and, well, it would be shiny. The point is so that it, you know, transfers heat a lot better, so it stays cooler, or keeps it from getting as hot as quickly. So we still got a couple things to do, those being 2 of them. Now we gotta adjust this a little bit further now that it's sitting on its weight. I need to adjust that nut, get it all the way torqued down. I think it's like 875 foot-pounds to get those tightened. I don't know. But the way it sits right now, honestly, it's cambered. And I don't think it's that bad. It's got a little negative camber that side, a lot more negative camber on this side. I'll see if I could raise it up and adjust it a little bit, just so I could drive it to the alignment shop. And I'm not really too worried about where. It's like 10-15 miles away. I'm not worried about where, you know, but I may as well get close to it if I can. So I still got a few things to do, but for now all I really wanted was to get this thing back on the ground, dude. And this thing has a gnarly fucking rake forward. I don't know if you can see that. I can see that. I didn't know it'd be like that. Yeah, that's not good lighting. But yeah, anyways, the nose is super far down now. It's like a 2-inch drop on the rear, 2-inch drop on the front, I mean, and then like a 1.5 in the rear, or something like that. I have to check. It's been I know springs kind of sag a little bit the more it's, you know, used, and these are new on this car, but it's been on this car for like, what, 2-3 years or something, so that's how it should be forever. Maybe there's a little bit of a, you know, settling that it has to do, but, you know, the tires are like 27 inches diameter on the rear, and the stock 25.5 on the front, so it's even more raked, which is, it looks cool. I think it looks cool anyway. So I'm pretty happy about that. So I do want to show you guys something else that I have for the truck. I bought this a long time ago for the truck, but I have not been up on the YouTube thing. I've been so fucking busy just working on everything else other than my YouTube, so sorry about that. If you guys have subscribed, thank you for subscribing, but I'm sorry I didn't make any content for you guys in a while. I haven't really been checking on my socials at all. So thanks for sticking around. Thanks for encouraging me on the comments to make some more videos. I'll make some more videos for you. I really want to. I already have a bunch of things I want to do. So I'm going to show you something I got for this truck, just as a little, you know, something to keep you excited. You know, something to look forward to. I got a couple things here that I want to show you. It's a little scratched up, but that's alright for this truck. Kind of fits its character. Check that out. I'm guessing this is driver's side. We got some long tube headers by BBK. Cool, we got those in there. I was worried about not having these. I did learn that since they're ceramic coated, they might be uneven. You know, the surface here might be uneven, so maybe we'll have to sand this with like a palm sander or something to get it flat and create a good seal, because you can see there's gouges here, so that's not going to create the best seal. So I might have to do something about that. Not a big deal. Also, this came with, I think it came with a Y pipe. Yeah. This is a Y pipe. It's in 2 pieces, but it is a Y pipe. Now, it looks kind of rusty or something in there. Not a big deal to me. It's obviously not as rusty as what's already on there. I don't know if I got to put a O2 bung on this somewhere. I'll find out, but as you can see, no cats. This thing's going to be super loud. I am planning on getting some cams. Where is this hardware? Sweet. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so I might need some. I need to go to an exhaust place and get some O2 bungs, you know, drilled and tapped in there. I don't know how to do it, so I'm gonna have someone else do it. I don't know how to weld yet, but I could drill a fucking hole. I could do that. I could slap on some JB weld that I don't want to, but I could. You know, it's easy enough. But yeah, I'm pretty excited, dude. This thing's gonna fucking be loud. Because I put a Borla exhaust, a muffler on there, a high performance one, like a real small one. Like, this car has 2 of them on there and it sounds really rowdy. I really like the way it sounded on the black car. This has short tube headers on it by BBK also. And it kind of makes like a really, like a raspy sound. It used to be a deep, like, rumble and pop. Like, it was like a fucking monstrous sound. This one's more like a race car type of sound, which is cool because it's a different character in the same pipe, so it's kind of gives me an idea as to what this is going to sound like. But what I did when I put the so here's the Borla muffler, right? Borla S type. I got Borla S types on the Mustang, and for performance muffler, it was a little too muffled. Like, the performance on the muffling side was really high, but not, you know, it didn't sound like a race car. I put that little ass muffler on and it quieted down more than the original stock huge 5-gallon bucket sized muffler. It's a really good muffler. I burnt it out. It's been like 5,000 miles. I freaking ripped this thing, dude. Like, high RPMs most of, maybe 10% of the day, but I drive like 80 miles, so at least it's a good time, dude. I fucking literally really ripped this thing. And it still has good oil pressure, dude. I'm surprised that I haven't been seeing metallic flakes in the oil. This thing's been a fucking soldier, dude. So that's why I'm putting a couple more mods on there. I got that, a tuner, a cold air intake, which doesn't do much, but it's gonna look nice. It's gonna make some room in the engine bay. And I'm thinking about getting a camshaft. I should be able to get away with it. It's already going to be really loud, and to have a camshaft in there is going to it's going to demand some attention. I hope, you know, no one tries to pull me over for it, because I'm in California and the cops are cool, but it's also the worst place to mod a car, especially when it's obvious. You know, no cats and a cam. I'm still doing it. But yeah, that's what we got going on. Maybe the next video, I think the next video we do alignment. We learn how to use the alignment plates and then give it a race car alignment, and then we'll go rip it around. But for now, I still got to do that coolant flush and the power steering flush. I did get this power steering rack off of a crashed car, so when I turn left, it's kind of has some resistance, and that is the corner I fucking hit a mountain with. So maybe I have to replace the power steering rack. I don't know what's up with it. We're gonna run it while it's on and see if it gives us any like binding or anything, any issues. But for now, we're just gonna fucking send it until it fucking breaks. Really, that's kind of how I've done things lately. So, yeah, I'm excited for these long tubes. I'm excited for the car, dude. I just have a few things I want to show you guys. I have a few things that I want to show you guys now, so hopefully I find the time to get it done. It's about to be spring, on to the summer, longer days. I'll actually have time to do this. My 9 to 5 is killing me, dude. I know yours is killing yours too. That's why you're watching stuff and not building your own, or trying to, and knowing what I'm struggling with. I'm trying to get this stuff done. I want to get, you know, things out there for you guys. I want to build my presence on YouTube, other stuff like that. I'm not really into social media, but it's what you got to do. That's part of this job here. It's part of the game. But yeah, real happy with how things are turning out. I'm just excited to see the car on the ground and low now. This is pretty sweet. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna put this shit away. I'll see you guys.